Today was day 26 of the 100 days meditation challenge. What can I share? I guess I could share more general things I noticed that are different instead of trying to pinpoint specifically something that happened, whatever happening is, instead of pinpointing what happens specifically in that day. So in general, I notice more and more that allô, oui, c'est bonjour, allô. So what I notice is that I feel a lot more comfortable in social situations. Or do I feel more comfortable or simply more aware of my discomfort and I'm fine with it? I think this is it. As I mentioned before, like in the last 2 days, I saw many different people in a short amount of time. Well, that was a lot of people in short amount of time for me because I know many people who have a much more active social life than me. But for me, I guess it was a lot. And it's true that it's a paradox. I was not more comfortable than I used to, but I was more aware of the discomfort, and being more aware of it and sensitive to it in the end made me more comfortable. And as I said, I don't drink alcohol, so I was fully aware, fully present the whole time. And I would see people around me drink and their attitude change. And I didn't have any judgment for that either because I used to be that person too. I just was happy not to be there. So this meditation is helping me realize that I'm happy to be where I am. It's also slowly breaking my view of healing. It's also because I watch a lot of non-dual videos, but I've been on this healing path or journey for many years, and it seems like the more you work on things, the more comes up, which is okay. Because if something comes up that was repressed, it's because now your nervous system and psyche are ready to go through it, to process it, to heal it. And it's a good thing because you can't be at peace in the present if there are all those things you are pushing down or repressing in yourself. So healing is a good thing, but it never ends. It's a never-ending cycle, and I'm tired of looking for final healing. I understand now, I get that it will never happen. And that's where non-duality or enlightenment comes in. Because enlightenment is realizing that all those, even trauma is a concept in the mind. And it's still seeking for something. It's still not being fully whole and fully healed in the present. No, I don't mean fully healed, but it's not being in the present. It's in the present. It's still looking for something in the future. When I'm healed, I can finally run a successful business. When I'm healed, I can finally make enough money. When I'm healed, I can finally be in a healthy, loving relationship. But we are humans, even though ultimately we are the whole, we are God consciousness itself. Or there are many many synonyms for that word. We are imperfect. Humans will always be imperfect, and it's good to work on yourself, to heal, so that you feel better in your person, in your human, in your ego. But yet, it will always be an ego. It will always be a person. It will never be perfect. That's why. That's how it's made. So then that brought me to, in the last few months and years, that brought me to realize that no matter what I do, first of all, I can heal, probably because there are beliefs that say it's not possible for me, and these are limiting beliefs. But they're there. They serve a purpose. I guess if I have beliefs that it can't heal, or that I can't successfully mm, make a business profitable, or that I can't be in a loving relationship, it's because those beliefs are there for something. They're there to protect me from something imaginary. So I guess I could keep trying to push against those beliefs with like hiring coaches or working on myself and questioning the beliefs, and that's helpful though. But if you question the belief, I guess, with the goal of them changing and going away, I wonder if it will ever work because I've been at this specific work for a long time. I try my all I can to change my beliefs and it doesn't happen. There's something there underneath that prevents me from releasing them. So what am I going to do? I'm going to spend my whole life looking for that thing that's trapped. I don't know, first of all, and that's where I realize that there is no free will. I can do all I think will help me heal my beliefs and my trauma, but who knows if and when it will ever happen. It might not. I might spend my whole life searching. And I'm exhausted of looking for something outside of myself, looking for healing. And from what I've read and heard from enlightenment and non duality, the illusion that falls away when you are realized is that you are whole already with the trauma, with the beliefs. And some of them, in that case, fall away, but you will still have a character with a history. Although this history is an illusion, it shaped your being, and the illusion is to see that this is just a character and it's not ultimately real, and ultimately you are not traumatized and you don't have limiting beliefs. It's what's playing out in this matrix thing, in this video game that is life. So, all that to say, it seems to me like meditating um, appeases my mind and my emotions and my nervous system and my trauma. It feels like I don't care about all my problems anymore. But I didn't do anything. I did not heal at all. Nothing changed. On the contrary, I stopped trying to heal. And yet I feel better and better. It's been 2 years since my memory from my traumatic childhood came back up, where all the shit flared up, came up to the surface for me to see, and it was hard, and I felt like it was getting worse and worse, and I was feeling more and more depressed and hopeless. So I still have that seeking energy. I still look for something. I wish I would feel better. And yet, I look for it less and less because it seems like I can't find it. It doesn't exist. I just sit for an hour with my eyes closed. I just watch those annoying limiting beliefs, annoying thoughts, and I watch myself being annoyed at the thoughts. And I'm like, I can't do anything. I realize that I can't do much about it. And I have judgments about that. um, that concept that there is no free will and things just happen and do themselves, because I still have a sense of I still have a sense of that I am separate from the rest. Even though I mentally understand it, the concept, and it totally makes sense, I still feel like I have a separate person, and it feels lazy to say there is no free will, there is nothing I can do. That's hard because I should be a lot more preoccupied about finding a job or an income. It's like urgent and important, and somehow I can't. My mind says you have to do this, but it's not happening. I always have excuses. Well, not excuses, but I have more things to do. It feels like I don't have time, and it's ridiculous. I'm at home full time. My daughter's in school during the day, but I don't have time. I'm tired. I want to prioritize my body, my health, rest. I have cleaning to do. I clean things. I have to take a walk. It feels like I have no time to work, and I also have all those beliefs about work. For my entire 38 years life history, work has been suffering, painful, not paying enough, draining, ending up in burnout after a few months. So obviously those are beliefs. I know it could be different, but those are my beliefs, and those beliefs prevent me from moving forwards even though I should. But I feel powerless to change those beliefs as well. So I feel totally trapped, like I'm not in control here. And I feel guilty for saying that. I wouldn't want my father or my mother or my friends to hear that. Thankfully, they don't speak English and they don't watch. So, yeah, nothing's changing actually since I started meditating, but I don't care that nothing is changing. And that's the best thing. That's what I'm looking for in with enlightenment. I am not naive anymore. I've been on this healing, working on myself path for so long that I know pain and triggers and suffering don't go away, or actually, you could argue. Anyways, I know that problems don't go away and challenges don't go away. You just don't care anymore. You don't see that. You don't take that as personal. You don't take things personally. You don't beat yourself up. You don't resist anymore. And I think that's a clue as well. If you don't resist anything, you don't resist your beliefs anymore, so they naturally fall away. That's what I'm hoping to see in the future. All right, time to make dinner.